Hi, this is my missingpieces.com review of the RCA 10 Viking Pro tablet. As you can see, it looks like a little laptop, and it pretty much is. It's very akin to the Surface with the detachable keyboard that you can see there. Comes with the standard Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, Play Store, it does HDMI, and unlike most, it's got the new Android Lollipop on it, which has its pluses and its minuses. It's also a 10-inch tablet, whereas the other ones in the price point I was looking at were like 8 inches. It's got a 4-core processor and 32 gigabytes of memory, which was a big seller for me. The 8s and the 16s, and some of them were divvied up the 8 into 1 and 7, but this is just 32 gigs, all flat, all one area. And you can also add in an SD card so that you can expand it to another 32 gig that way. As you can see, let's see, it's got a 1280 by 800 display, which was higher than the other ones I was looking at as well. You've got dual cameras. That's a lower resolution one for the front one, but it actually works well for Skype. And I do find I love the battery life on this thing as well. Works very well. Like I said, this comes in Android, but it also comes in a Windows 10 version. That's how powerful it is. On the other hand, the Windows 10 one tends to run about $150 non-discounted, whereas you can find this from $125 to $150, and for much less. I got it at half price before Christmas on a big sale over at Walmart. The laptop itself, like I said, was as you can see from this setup, it looks like your basic laptop. You've got a great keyboard. Oh, God, I love typing on this. I cannot stand the on-screen keyboards or even the other keyboards that come with other tablets. Works really nicely. You can see you got the digipad there as well. I'll start her up here, and you can see comes up a little bit different than the other versions of Android, but same basic concept. You've got your multiple screens for all your icons, things like that. Comes with some stuff, but mostly I downloaded off a lot of things. Let's see. Now, one of the other things is you've got some of the icons are a bit different than other versions of Android. And buttons can be a little bit smaller. I don't know if they're thinking of a larger form factor. It's more Microsoft and Mac envy that they're changing them. Like, ooh, the cool things now are tiny little, non 3D buttons or what. So in some ways, I find it a little bit harder occasionally to click on something or what. But for the size of the tablet, they actually work pretty good. The thing I really love about this is the way that it transforms. There you go. It's a tablet. It's magnetized just like a Surface. So boom, it goes right back in. It attaches right back up. You can turn it around. Now it's in, let's say, I don't know if this is called easel mode, or I think this is called easel mode. And there's one of the differences in Android. You see the little square down here actually shows you all your apps in kind of a apply kind of scrolling kind of thingy or what. And if you want to get rid of something, you just throw it away. I do find that it keeps everything open. So after a while of zipping around between a few dozen different things, it pays to hit this and get rid of something occasionally. But let's see what else. You can also do book mode. And let's see. Just happen to have a book open here. Actually, it's a magazine. You big ape. Of course, you can also hold it flat. So you can hold it like this. If you're not looking to use the keyboard, you just go with it like that. Works really well. If you look at the edges, it's a very square edge so that it fits into the slot in the keyboard on this. But at first I thought that was going to be a problem because a lot of the other tablets or have very rounded kind of edges or what. Although this is not sharp in any way, it's still round. It's just not totally curved like some of the other ones. While we're at it, we might as well look at some of the buttons and things like that on it. If you look along this edge here, let's turn on lights here. You can see a little bit better. And you can see you've got a microphone over here, an HDMI slot, and it's not a micro HDMI, it's a mini HDMI. I'm not sure which one is more popular, but in the store I found a micro, and it turned out I needed a mini. So I went to Amazon for that. You've got your headphone jack over here. You've got a regular micro USB here, and you've got a power plug here. One of the oddball things about this one is it uses a non-standard charger. Instead of a micro USB, it uses this. At first, that was a bit of a showstopper for me because I have chargers all over the house, and I just like to plug it into that one. Well, I found out it does. It works fine. You can plug any of your phone chargers or anything into here, and it charges just fine. You've got the on-off button here. That's one thing I find a little bit hard to find, rather than the raised button you get on most tablets. But not really that much of a problem. Over here, you've actually got something I haven't seen on anything, a regular USB plug. So you could take something like, say, a thumb drive and plug it in there, which almost no other tablet does that. Another interesting thing you can do with this one, get rid of that light there, is you can actually plug in an external mouse. Now let's see if it actually works right in front. And sure enough, I've got an external mouse like a regular laptop now. By the same token, I can use the little digipad, and that works fine too. But I never thought this would work. On and off, so just like on any laptop, you say the first thing you do is you get a wireless mouse. With this, you could do it too. But let's see, what else we have? Let's go to the back. And over here, turn the light back on again. There we go. Yeah, you've got your slot for your little SD cards. There's your plug for your power. A non-standard volume control. Instead of being on the edge like most tablets and phones will have it, they've actually got it on the back here. And you'll also notice in Lollipop, you've got icons for the volume. So that's a little bit different than the usual kind of setup or what. You can see the front camera is over here. The rear camera is over there. Rear camera takes really good pictures. I'm pretty surprised. There's also a reset button. I haven't tried that yet. Although I have reset one of these back up that I was setting up for someone. And sure enough, goes back to the original Lollipop with everything that came with it. And you've got a nice large speaker over here. I did find one other laptop had slightly less tinny kind of sound. But this one definitely has the biggest speaker of any tablet that I found. But overall, I'm amazed how easily it works. Now, it doesn't automatically shut off like a laptop would doing something like this because it's just a keyboard sitting in front of it. And but you can see the whole hinge layout or what. But it works really nice. I find it good in my hand on either mode. And you definitely have more variety for positions than any other of the tablets that I took a look at. Comes with the charger, a little bit of a booklet on how to use the thing or what. But that's basically about it, and that's about all of them come out with these days. But if you're looking for a really nicely done tablet for a decent price, the graphics are excellent in here. I was looking at a smaller one for more of a reading kind of situation, but this actually has better graphics on the fonting or what. And also Lollipop will dim itself down, so when I'm reading something at night, it goes into kind of an orangish kind of mode. and that's the thing that's supposedly better for your eyes and stuff like that, or what. But overall, I'm very happy. Haven't seen anything from RCA in a long time that really had me going, but this one definitely does. So take a look around for that. One trick, if you go to Walmart and they quote you a higher price, like right now I think it's going for $125, you can try looking it up on your phone on the web, and if you can show them a lower price, they will give you the lower price, even from their own website. So just keep that in mind, when you're taking a look at it or what. But for the price, I find it works great. It's got so many connections. I've actually hooked up the HDMI directly up to my TV, and that worked really well. The micro USB, I plug in any kind of number of connections to that. It works well. The micro USB card, and from the USB connection, I've been able to put external drives, and as you saw, the mouse. So, and with 32 gigabytes, you got plenty to play with. I still keep my movies and stuff on a separate SD card so that I can update them and take them to another platform or what. But works really well. The connections stay really well. Another brand that I was looking at from what's it, Rite Aid, couldn't keep connection worth a damn. Had to keep rebooting the thing. But this one, no trouble. Got fast response. Just works. And that's about it for my review. And like I said, that's the 10-inch Viking Pro from RCA.